All right. So people, today we'll see how we can create the dashboards and reportings by using this Excel pivot table. Let's assume that I have a data here. Okay. First main thing when you're creating a dashboard and then when you're creating reports, main thing is we should study the data and understand what kind of reports actually we can create. Now, if you see here, I have a list of data. That is, I have many columns here. We have to just understand what kind of reports we are actually creating from which column. Now you can see there are so many columns. So what we'll do is we'll just see, say we'll try to understand. So I have this order ID, order date, ship mode. Then likewise, we have this customer name, then region, state, category, subcategory. Then we have the sales quantity and any discounts, profit, and a link for that particular state. So these many things we have. So what we'll do, we'll try to create a dashboard out of this data. These are raw data, what we call it as raw data. We can get this data from any of the different data sources that we have already done in our advanced Excel class. That is how to import the data. So we can import the data. Now, assume that I have the data here like this and I'll create a dashboard. How to create this? So there are various different ways where we can create the dashboard. One is we can create the dashboard by using macros. Other way is we can create the dashboard by using formulas, or now in the latest version, we have lot many options, that is slicers, timelines, which will help us in creating the dashboard very quickly. So we can save a lot of time, and also we can have the dashboards more advanced way, like what we do in business intelligence tools. That is, we can create the advanced reports in BI, that is Power BI, Tableau, and many other technologies or say tools. We can do the same thing in Excel as well. I'll show you step by step. First, what we'll do is this data what I have, you can see that I have a huge data here. So what I'll do is I'll try to create a simple pivot table. Let me go to this insert, and here I have this pivot table. I'll say table or range. I'll click on this and then it asks for a new sheet. Please take new sheet and say out. If you see this, I'm getting this one table here. You can see this is a pivot table where we have all the column names here. You can see that there are all the column names from this particular table. And below this, we have 4 boxes here where I can drag and drop the columns here, which will help us in aggregating and grouping of the columns. And we can also get the row headers and the column headers. Now, let's say we'll create reports for region. Then we'll say we'll create the reports for subcategories. Then let's say I'll create the reports for ship mode, segment, and then we'll see what all other reports we can create step by step. So first what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll create one report for region. I'll just drag and drop here in the rows, and then we'll take the sales. You can see that I'm getting this data here. So this is a pivot table where I have this region and I have the summarized report for each region. What I'll do, I can directly create chart on this particular pivot table. But the problem is sometimes, the data will be keep changing, or say the number of rows might be keep changing. So what we'll do is we'll take one link here. I'll just go here. I'll have a link like this. You can take a link here. Say I just used equals and I'm selecting this and I will create a table here like this. It is just exactly the same values what I have here. I'm just giving the link here. The reason is creating chart for this range is more easier than creating charts for this particular pivot table. Okay, you can create directly here, but it's better to create a separate table here like this. Here, what I'll do is I'll say region and I'll say sales. You can see that I have this region and sales. Now what I'll do is I'll go to this insert, and here I have so many different charts. We have to decide what kind of charts I need to create. First, we should know what type of visualization I have to create. If you see this, these are called as entities. This is called as a series. Now, these entities, what you see here, if you are comparing between the entities and the entities are very less, okay, less number of items, then you can use column chart, or I can use pie chart. I can also use bar chart, but I'll tell you when to use bar chart. So when you are comparing the data between each entities, I can use column chart, bar chart, or I can use pie chart. This is for comparison. Now what I'm doing, I'm just trying to select this data. I'll go to this column chart. I'm just selecting this column chart. You can see that I'm getting this chart here. Let me just, if you think you want to format quickly, here in this chart style, okay, if you select this chart, if you select the chart, you can see that I have this chart design. If you go to this chart design, you can see there are so many designs here, predefined designs. I can select any one of them. So I'll go here, I can select this. Just remove this label. See, it got formatted automatically. Suppose if you think I want to format the font, you can go here. You can format accordingly. Usually I keep this Arial because Arial is a standard font where we can get this, in all the systems. But there are some customized fonts which might not be available in other systems. So it is better to keep Arial. Okay, so I'll make it as 100% so that I'll know. Make sure that you are keeping this in 100% so that you'll know how big the chart is. I'll just increase this. Let this be there. I'll make it bold. Let me select fonts. I'll keep it as 10 enough. Okay, this one we'll just make it as. All right. See, this is one chart. This is for region. Now let's say I also wanted to create the chart for subcategories. So what I'll do, copy this. Don't create a new one. Copy this and just paste it, below this. Keep some gaps so that if tomorrow there are some more data are getting added, so it should not disturb your other pivot tables. Now what I'll do, I'll go here. You can see that I have this region. Let me just remove this region. And then I will drag and drop the subcategory here like this. See? Now, the same formula, whatever I've used, I'll use the same formula here like this. Let me copy this down. As I told you, we could have directly created here, but when it actually reduces the rows or something, then we'll have a problem. So it's better to have a link. Now this is subcategory. I'll give the heading subcategory. And then I'll say sales. All right. Now, if you want to create a chart, so this is also again we are comparing that is between the entities. Let me select here, and here I'll say insert, and here we'll go and we'll select this. If you see, we are getting the chart, but you're not getting that impressive chart here. Whenever you are creating a chart, it should be a readable. Okay. What is that readable? Readable means, see here the labels are not proper. And even the thickness of this particular bars are actually very thin. So if you think you want to create a chart and you're comparing between the entities and the entities are more, then go for bar chart. Go here, I'll click on this bar chart. Okay. We'll format this later because we are just trying to create only reports now. Later on, we'll take this and we'll put it into another sheet for creating the reports. As of now, let it be like this. See, we can have the categories very easily readable. So here also we can just go here. I'll make it as Arial. Okay, let it be. So let it be as of now like this. Later on, we'll change it because these charts will actually be shifted to another sheet. All right. Next, suppose you think I want to create some chart based on, say, ship mode and segment. Let me go here. Again, I'll copy the pivot table and we'll put it here. I'll remove this subcategory. I'll take the ship mode. See, you can see I have very less number of entities. So what I'll do, I'll just go here, equals, select this, Control D, Control R. I'm just copying the formula. This is ship mode, and here I'll say sales. Let me select this, and here I'll say insert, and I'll insert a column chart. But if you think I want to create something, a different chart. I'll go here. I'll create this pie chart. Suppose if you think I want to have some labels inside, we can also create something called as donut chart like this. Let me show you what this donut chart can also be used. So here I have this some space here. So we can have some labels here. I'll show you that as well, because we already know how to create this pie chart. So what we'll do, we'll create one pie chart also. Let me copy this. I'll put it here. Okay. Now I will remove this ship mode and I'll take this segment. Equals. Okay. So this is segment. Here I'll say sales. I'll select this. This time let's create one pie chart itself. And I'll keep it in like this. So here I created 4 different charts. I'm just trying to also explain you when to use what kind of charts, right? Okay. Now let's say I also want to know the flow, that is the values, the trend from January to December, how my sales and profit has been done month on month. So what I'll do in that case, I'll just copy this, paste it here. And what I'll do, I'll go here, just remove this. And then I'll take, say, order date. When I've taken this order date, you can see there are so many different groups have been done here. See, quarter. And so what I'll do, I'll go here, right click, and here I'll say grouping. Here you can see the grouping has been done by month, quarter, and years. I'll just make it as month. See, I'm getting only by month. So what I've taken here is based on month, that is sales. If you think I also want to have the profit, so what I can do, instead of creating another table, because I have the same labels here, I'll go here, I can take this profit labels. See, I want to create a chart, so I'll go here, I will select this January, February up to December, and then I'll take the sales. Let me remove this profit, or I can just drag it and I'll keep it here. This is for profit. And here again, let's say January, February, March, the month will take. Let's give the heading month. This will be sales month, and this will be profit. Let me select this. Don't create a bar chart or a column chart or a pie chart. I'll create a line chart. So whenever you think I have, okay, a trend that is from one duration to another duration, use this line chart. So I'll just keep it here. Later on, we can format. Just create one more chart. Like this. So I can see I have created charts like this. So you can see that I created so many different charts here, and then we'll put everything into one place and we'll make it, more easily understandable. So what we are actually doing is we're just trying to create the charts in a calculation sheet. Right. Suppose you think I want to make more charts, we'll do that. First, what we'll do is we'll try to arrange these charts and see if there are some space left, then we'll try to see what other reports can be done. I'll create one more sheet. Take a plain sheet and then go to view and hide the grid lines. When I hide the grid lines, you can see that it's completely plain. Some people, what they do is they'll select the entire sheet. They'll go to this home tab and then they'll try to color it white like this. Don't do this. This is actually a mistake. Why? I'll tell you. It's a mistake because when I'm actually coloring, each and every cell is colored. And you can see that there are so many cells. 10,48,576 rows into 16,384 So columns, those many cells have been colored, wherein it will increase the file size unnecessarily. We go here, I'll remove this color. So what I'll do, go to view and then remove the grid lines. Done. Next, what you have to do is you have to create the layout. How to create the layout? Let me tell you, it's very easy. First thing, always, whenever you're creating any dashboard, not only in Excel, let's say I'm creating the dashboard in Tableau or in Power BI or any other tools. If you're creating a dashboard, make sure that you'll have the header. We call it as banner. Let's keep the header here like this. See, this we call it as banner. Let me just reduce this. In Excel, it is very easy to format. I'm selecting this shape. I'll go here. I have this shape style. Click on this. There are so many styles, predefined styles. You can select any of this. Let me select this. See. If you think I want to have a heading here, then go here. You can take one text box and here I'll say dashboard version 1.0. Let me select this and I'll put it here. You can see that I have the heading here, but it's not looking like an heading. So I will change the fonts style to Arial. I'll take it as Arial black this time so that it will have more thickness. And I'll increase the size. See, if you want, you can change it later as well. I'll change the font color to white so that it looks something like this. Now I need to create a layout for taking the charts. So what I'll do, I'll go here to insert, I'll take this shape and then I'll take one shape here from here like this. Try to take some layout like this. And then we'll take some colors like this. So whichever color you think you can keep it. Otherwise, usually I keep it white color so that it will be nice to arrange the reports. We have one more space here for the menu. What is menu? In the first session, we have seen this menu, how to create menus and all, right? So unique values, we used to have the drop downs. But here, we just use this slicer. Let's use this slicer. Just trying to reduce this. I think I want to format this. I'll go here slightly. Let's give some color here, some light color here like this. See? You can format it. Say, for example, I want some shadow. Go to the shape format. Here, I'll have this shape effect. I can give some shadow, something like this. See? We can do, a lot of designs here. So whatever design you think looks good, see? Like this. All right. So my dashboard layout, we call it as dashboard designing, where we arrange all our reports. That is ready. Next, what I'll do, will bring all these charts to my sheet. Let me take this Control X. Don't say Control C. Control X so that I can move this to this chart. I'll say Control V. See, let me keep it here like this, and then I'll reduce this. Okay. Now, if you think the fonts are too big, so what I'll do, let me select this. I'll make it as 8. See, and this one, make it as done. So one chart, I got it to my dashboard sheet. Second chart. So we have this, we'll take this later. We'll go here, we'll take this, or we'll take this Control X, and let me put it here. Let me put it in the end. Just drag it like this. Selecting this, the fonts are too big. I'll go here and make it as 8. And this one, let's make it as 12. If you think I want to increase the thickness of this particular bar, you can see that it's very thick. Right click and say format data series. You'll have this gap width. Let me make it as 25% and see. Yeah, see. Right. Next we have two more charts. That is ship mode and segment. Let me copy this and I'll paste it here and see if that can actually accommodate. Let me delete this so that we'll have a bigger space. Let's keep it here. You can place it anywhere, wherever you feel that it is looking good. You can just place it. Right. Next. Next is we have this segment, and what I'll do, I'll paste it here. Do one thing, take the legend, because here we're taking the legend, we have a lot of space. Right click, format legend, let's make it as bottom. Let me exchange this, I'll put it here because here I have very less legend. You can arrange it wherever you feel, it's looking good and fitting. Okay, so I'll take this. You can increase, you can zoom this and you can adjust. So it looks good if you have, proper size. Let me just select, I'll make it as Arial, and then we'll make it as 8. This also I'll select 8 and then 8. Let me increase this so that we'll have a bigger chart. Right? Okay. Now we have some more charts, that is a line chart, sales and profit. Let me copy this and I'll paste it here. So what I'll do, let me remove all this so that we'll get a lot of space. Let me reduce. Let me remove this as well. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. See, there are some tricks what you can actually do. Select, say 7. Also, I'll make it as 8. Arial. Let me move it a little more upper like this. I'll tell you what I'm doing actually. Just trying to, adjust this. Go here. Copy this. And then we'll paste it here. Same thing we'll do. Delete. Delete. Let the name be there for this. And I'll adjust it like this. But what we'll do, we'll go to this border and I'll make it as no border. Okay, no line. I will move this. We can also go here. I'll say no fill. Let's say no fill so that it will be transparent. I'll tell you what I'm actually doing. See, let's try to adjust this exactly. select Arial and I'll say okay. Right. So this is profit. I'll say profit. And then what we'll do, see here, we have this lines for all. Let's take one shape. I just wanted, the two charts to make us feel as if it is one single chart. I'll take white color and the border, like the same border, whatever we have taken. Right click, send it back. Send it back. See, try to match this. I don't know which color it is. Let me just check what is the color we have for border. Just try and see if you can match. Border will take line thickness. Just trying to match it. I think it should be this. Yeah, now it's matching. So I'll just go here, zoom this so that I can make it equal like this. See, I'm just trying to adjust this so that we'll get exact alignment. Okay, so I'm just keeping it here like this. And this one, let's reduce. And we can increase a little bit. Yeah, see how neat actually the entire dashboard looks. So this is how actually you should arrange the dashboards. That is the report. It's called as reporting, and the entire thing what we actually have done that is the dashboard design. Okay. Right. So we have done all the reportings. We have arranged all the data here. Now the thing is we need to apply the filters. So what I'll do, I'll go here. See, I have so many tables here. Let me select one of the tables. Let me select this itself. Insert there. Not insert. We'll go to this pivot table design. Here I have this insert slicer. So first what I'll do, I'll take this region. So let's see that I'm getting some buttons here. These are called as slicers. Wherein if I click on this, see, you can see that the table is getting filtered, the data is getting filtered. But this should not get filtered because this is also region. If I click on this, it will be keep getting filtered, which is not correct. I mean, no, there is no meaning in getting the reports like that. What I can do is I can say right click. Here I have this report connection. So here I'll select all the table and say, okay. See, if I click on this button, all the charts are getting, all the pivot tables are getting refreshed. Control X, same thing. You go here, I'll paste it and I'll keep it here. Now you see. This is not getting changed because I'm not linked. Now let's go here. And we'll take one more slicer. And let's say, go here and say category. This also will try to link, say report connection. I'll try to connect. Control X. Go here. Control V. Select and I'll keep it here like this. See. Right. Next. I want to have a timeline. So here you can see I have this month. I'll say pivot table analyze. I'll say insert a timeline for order date. So what is this timeline? Timeline is actually used for filtering data. This also I'll say Control X and I'll keep it here. Let's keep it here like this. I'll change this to years. Done. See, 16, 17, 18. It is filtering only this values. So right click, I will say report connection. Let me connect to all the pivot. So now you see. Stop. Yeah. See. All right. Now I told you that we'll be having some heading or say some values as well here, some aggregated values. So how to do this? Let me tell you. So what I'll do, I'll go to this insert and here I'll put one shape, the text box or shape. Let me take this text box only. Just type something. I'll keep it here. Let it be something like this as of. We'll create one pivot table. Let me go here. I will copy this and I'll paste it here. Now I'll remove this. I'll take the sales. It's already sales is there. Okay, the sales is already there. So here we have only one cell value because I've taken the overall total of whatever regions have been selected. Now what I'll do, I'll say equals here in the formula bar, equals, and then I'll select this. Say what's this value? That is A96. I go here, select this text box, and I'll say equals, select this. See? Now what I'll do, I'll try to format this number, no decimal numbers, 1000 separators. If you go ahead and check, see, here also it will be formatted similar. I will say Arial black. I am arranging the data. Also, I'm trying to format. Let me increase this to 14. Okay. Now you see what happens when I click on the C. So likewise, we can also have a label here. If you think I want to keep this label here, you can do that. So anything, whatever you think that you want to, so you can keep a text box and link the values. So likewise, if you go to this data, still you can create a lot many charts. Lot many ideas you will get, lot many reports you can actually create. So dashboard designing and reporting have become more and more easy now, and you can plan accordingly with more advanced way of creating the reports as well. Now what I've created is one single page. Suppose if you think that I want to have multiple pages also, you can do, and you can also give some links there, which will help you in navigating between the reports and then create. See how simple it is. Okay. So the same thing I've been thought for the Excel class as well. So some of you have missed this kind of dashboard designing. So I think this will be more easier for you to create the dashboard in your office or say the projects or something. I'll also give you some projects if you want. You can work on that. Okay. So these things, okay, whatever you see, the slicers, timelines, and all, they're all in the new version of Excel. If anybody needs new version of Excel, that is Excel 365, let me know. I will surely arrange for the new 365 Excel. Okay, so because we are actually authorized, giving the license for 365, so I will surely provide you the original license with a very less cost. If you think you want to get that, I'll also show you the link. I'll give you the link if you think you want. Like if anybody is interested, you can go, you can take it. So here I have the softwares 365. I'll put this link. Okay. I'm just putting this link. If anybody needs, please, you can collect it. Okay, put that in the chat box. Microsoft 365. Okay, so anybody is interested, please, you can take that. Right. So now I will just make it unmute. All right. Any questions you have in this, people? Any questions? No questions? Yes or no? At least you say no questions. Yes, no, nothing.
Yeah, hi sir, good morning.
Yeah, Pinto, tell me.
Yeah, sir, like you have created a first pivot, right? Then afterwards you have taken like reference of that. So why we need to create that?
Pardon?
You have created a pivot table, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards, beside pivot table is equal to again you've taken that cell
Yes,
references.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the table.
This one.
Yeah, why you have taken this
No, that's
separately?
what I told. See, you can directly go here, you can create the chart. See what happens, I'll tell you. When you go here and create the chart, see, when you create the chart, you'll get all these buttons and things like that. This is not so flexible like what we do with the normal chart. See, when I create a chart here, insert, see the difference between these two? This is pivot chart. This is a normal chart. This is more
Okay.
flexible than this. Still, if you want, you can
Yeah.
do, say I can go here, I can hide the buttons here like this. We can do this. But, my preference is this will be more flexible for us because when you actually create, say, for example, let me show you one more thing. If you think I'm creating one map chart, okay, let me just show you. I will go here. I'm just showing you the map chart. Let me just show you. State listed, yeah. Okay. So now I have the state. Let me go to this insert and here I have this map. Let me click on this map. See, you cannot create this chart type with the data by using this pivot table. Same thing. Now you just see what I'll do. Selecting this. Okay. I'll say state. Here I'll say sales. Let me select this. And here I'll say, see, understood? So here, if you have the data in a range that is more flexible for us to create the chart. Okay, so it's a good practice what I'm actually telling you. If you think you want to create directly here, that is also fine. There is nothing wrong. But make sure that you will actually have a separate reference so it will be easy for us to create the charts like this. So you can take this also and you can put it, in this reports here somewhere. Then you can have the map chart as well. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the clarification.
Any other questions? But people, this will not work in the older version. Okay, you need to have the new version actually. Either you should have 2016 and above, or you should have 365 so that you'll have this all advanced options. Okay, and even the cost is very less. It is 999 with all the advanced options. So everything is there in that particular thing. If anybody needs, you can go to this link, okay, and check. And suppose if anybody wants the entire package, then that also is there, that mega bundle. So I think most of them actually purchased that one. So if anybody think you need a special course, special offer here, okay, and so this one. So there is a code actually, if anybody wants, there's a 10,000 discount on this. If anybody needs, please let me know. I'll give that code. You can use that code and you can purchase it. So this will be 4,999 only, wherein you can use that code if you use that code. Okay. So here I have all the courses, almost 27 courses are there. See, all the courses are there. So if anybody is interested, you can take them. Okay. Right. So any other questions, people?
So how many more classes to go for this reporting class to finish?
This is the last class for dashboards. So this is the
Okay.
final actually. So this will be actually the final dashboard, which will be sending it to the client. Okay. So this is your last class. If you have any more courses left, please let me know. I will continue from next week. I don't know how many courses are still pending for you. Let me know. I will continue.
Okay, sir.
So I just have one quick question. It's regarding the, we have taken a data science, not regarding the dashboard, it's regarding the course that we have taken. So if you're
Pardon?
recording, probably, if you're recording, you can stop, sir. I have a question on the package that I've taken.
1 minute.
Sure.